Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the country. Happy Thursday. Barbara, nice to see you here. So we could all turn oh my God, everyone just send their autopilots now. This is kind of creepy and weird. Ben, my man, I knew I'd see you here. Look, so the goal of today is simple. We want to make sure that everyone knows where everything is on this platform, as well as your team members. So when we went through this, I'll show you something interesting. Let me just find this. Bear with me. We started sitting here and cataloging all of this stuff. But if you look in here in terms of training, look at all of the different things that are within this platform for you. There's over 207 actual PDFs, what we would call deliverables, training sessions. And literally, if you dream about this, anything or any scenario that could humanly be in your life, there is training here on it. But as I tell my team, if people can't find it and people can't use it, guess what it's worth? Absolutely nothing. So Hersan is going to walk you through the platform, where everything is, and then we're going to open it up to Q&A. For all of the people in the mastermind, we'll show you at the end where the team accounts are and how you can easily add all of your team members to our coaching portal so they have access, as well as we'll show you how to attend the playbook sessions. That's a session that I do 2 sessions a week. They're offered at 9:30 and 12:30 Eastern on Mondays and Tuesdays. It's the same session both times. I never do the same thing twice. So depending on when you tune in, it'll probably sound a little bit different. Same topic. So Hersan, take it away.
Great. Hey, everybody. Welcome. So bear with me one moment while I share my screen here. Okay, hopefully everyone can see the side by side. There should be 2 sides of the screen. One, the main home session where you're likely going to be when you log into the CSC platform. And then the other is a test of what a team dashboard would look like to you if you're a team leader. So now that we're on the site, if you have not logged in before, that's fine, no worries. Just make sure to email mastermindsupport@chiragshah.com. I can always take a look at your account after the session. So that's not a big deal for the purpose of this demonstration, but if you're logged in already, this is what you should see. So let's start on the home side of the dashboard here. So you're going to get essentially the upcoming sessions and events. That'll kind of be where you will be checking daily what's coming up for that day, or depending on what's happening that week, you'll see everything for that here. Now, if you have not set up your profile just yet, or maybe it's a little bit incomplete, always feel free to get started, and that'll be this section right here. I won't go through all of these little items, but you can start with your profile. That's kind of like the basic point where everyone kind of goes towards and make sure that all of your information is up to date, or any information that you want to share with other members of the community. So for instance, your name, first, last name, your location, where you are, your market, any kind of email, public email that you have, public profile, phone that you have, any social media links, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. Same goes for your state, city, zip, as granular as you want to get. And this kind of essentially should theoretically mirror what you have on your Compass profile, or your just general business profile as well. So again, feel free to always start there from the home section, and that'll be from the Get Started icon up here. We'll get to my groups in a bit. Same concept goes along with my profile. It's in the Get Started section, so won't go too much into too much detail there. So feel free to take your time. Of course, if you run into any kind of errors or issues, or you have some kind of feedback, again, mastermind support at ChiragShahCoaching.com is where you want to get started. And I can always take a look, especially if it's account specific to you or your team. Now, with that being said, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, sessions and events is kind of where you want to get started every day whenever you log into the platform. So for instance, today we have this particular session. And the reason why it's here 3 times, it's because I've designated for each type of group that you belong to. So you may either be part of group A, group B, or a staff mastermind member of either of those groups. So if you notice them in this section right there as upcoming events, that's what you'll see. Same goes for any other CSC offering that you're a part of. So for instance, all, if not most of you, and again, if you do not have access to this for whatever reason, mastermind support at ChiragShahCoaching.com will be where you kind of want to start. But you should also have access to the end-to-end sessions, as well as, I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but just to show you visually, past events, any playbook sessions as well. So this includes all of the expert mentor sessions. So any sessions that have this book icon will be playbook related. Any end-to-end will be end-to-end related. So like Chirag mentioned, playbook sessions will be under his head coaching designation, and they'll be in the past sessions and events portion if they've already passed. But if they're upcoming, like let's go back to this initial part, and let's look at next week. Next week's sessions will go in chronological order down as well.
Hey,
So
let me just jump in for a second, Harsan.
Yeah,
So
sure.
just for everyone knows, Playbook is a live group coaching program. So there's different expert mentor sessions. I do sessions. Just take a look at what's there and go to what appeals to you. I encourage everyone to join the Playbook sessions because they're interactive dialogues where we're solving people's challenges currently around NAR, the whole buyer's agents thing, offering out no compensation. So Playbook is live group coaching. End to end is literally 100-step from initial contact to closing system with, think about every email, every script, every conversation that you could humanly have with a client from beginning to end. It's a whole plug and play system. So I encourage you to go in there and find the parts for your team and your team members that appeal most to you, and just take them. It's ready to use coaching.
Great. Thanks, Chirag.
You're welcome.
Well, that's kind of the gist of sessions and events. Again, if you want to get any more granular or you run into any issues, mastermind support at ChiragShahCoaching.com is where we want to start. Now, if we go to my coaching content, kind of like in tandem to the sessions and events, you'll see coaching content for any program that you're a part of. In this case, just for this demo, we'll go through Playbook and end-to-end because those are more than likely the tags that you have, as well as anything in your particular mastermind subsection. And just to visually show you what that could look like, so I'm just going to click on Playbook, Summer Fall 2023, all members. And visually, this is what you should see. So any content that Chirag has shared, that the team has shared, that could be in the form of, a PDF, a Google Sheet, a Google Doc, etc. You will find in this section here, depending on what program you're looking at any given point. So now that we're looking at Playbook, you'll see, I'm just going to click on this one right here, CSC Decision Making Matrix. I'll click View. And you'll not only be able to see the particular session for that day, the video for that session, if you're under Playbook, but also any related content that we've assigned to this particular session. So in this case, we have a decision-making matrix. It's a PDF, and you can always access content accordingly that way. Same concept applies to all the other coaching content as well for Playbook. Now for end-to-end, just skipping to a different program here. If I click here, it's displayed a bit differently, but similar concept with regards to viewing the content. You click on view, it'll kind of be a little bit more like like a book, I guess you could say. You know, you'll see table of contents, related Compass tool guides, and any kind of information that's related to that particular item that you clicked on. So this tends to be a little bit more extensive with regards to end-to-end versus playbook. It's a little bit more visual content, and then the related video that's associated to that content as well. Mastermind vaults, that's up to you and your designation as to what cohort you belong to if you're a team leader. And then anything else that's part of your account, whether you're a team agent or team staff, that's more than likely related to what your account settings are at the moment. Again, if you, let's say, saw something last week that you're not able to access this week, or maybe something's missing, mastermind support at chiragshahcoaching.com is kind of where you want to start. And then we can take a look, either team specific or account specific, to see what's going on there. With that being said, skipping down to community. Community is kind of where you'll see the groups that we currently have running, in terms of, and I'll just click on groups at the moment, whether it's end-to-end, the selling system, playbook, like, you know, I kind of like gravitate to playbook because that's kind of where I live in. But, you know, any group that you are either a part of or that you want to request membership to, depending on the membership you have in your accounts, which, you know, if I were to request this membership right now for myself, because I'm in my own account, I would request the membership. And as long as I have that particular designation, which I do, I'll be permitted into that particular group. If for some reason you're running into an issue and you request membership and you're not being let in, reach out. We can always take a look. It may be account specific, or it may be something systemic that we need to take a look at, just generally speaking. Going back to the main community subsection here, members, that's in essence like a member directory. So if you're trying to locate agents within, and I'll just pick New York because that's where I'm in, New York, who are part of the CSC program or are in this directory at any given point, you can look here and just scroll through and, you know, just get a refresher on someone's name. Maybe they have a new profile picture and you just wanted to see who they are and what market they're operating within. So you can definitely do that within the member directory. Again, if you notice something odd, weird, or you want to update your information and you have, but it's not capturing in real time, feel free to reach out. That's not a problem at all. And then for any bonus content or archival content, I know a lot of you mastermind team leaders have been with Chirag for a few years now, so you'll likely see you know, bonus content that's been available since maybe when you joined. And you'll find it in this section. It should be pretty accessible to everyone here. I think everyone should have the permissionings currently that would display this exact view that I'm looking at. But if for some reason you don't, let me know. I can always take a look with our dev team. Same goes for any archival material as well. So if you've noticed archival material up until today that you had, and then maybe tomorrow, next week, etc., you don't, you can always reach out and I can always take a look as well. And I believe that's pretty much it with the home section, sessions and events, my coaching content, community, and bonus and archive content as well. But the main two sections of the platform that I do want to kind of like point out that Chirag mentioned earlier is where you want to focus on are sessions and events and my coaching content, because those kind of go hand in hand with what we have offering in terms of like sessions for playbook or anything end-to-end related, and then my coaching content's kind of like your library of sorts where you want to find materials related to those sessions. So I can stop there if Chirag wants to add anything or mention anything.
Well, no, you can stop your screen share. Now I just want to open up to questions so that people have, if they have any questions on using it, getting on, logged on, any of that stuff while we're here, or about anything about the team accounts. So this should be fairly simple, I hope. Hey, Tanya, nice to see you. What do you guys have, ladies and gentlemen, have questions on? It's a good sign of a good presentation, Hersan, no question. Has everyone logged into our platform? Not a trick question. Man, you guys are a tough crowd here today. You can unmute yourself. It's okay. We're in a safe place. Tanya, have you logged in?
All right, I'm in the process of logging in now.
Okay, good. Barbara, are you in? Peter, Tucker, everyone just log in so that you can get in. So if you have any challenges, we can make sure just to get you all set up now. Hersan, can you just show them the team leader function and how they can add their team members?
Yeah, one sec. So I think everyone can see my screen again. So if you look on the right side of my screen here where it says Hersan Test Team, if you're a team leader, this is essentially what you'll see when you click on, and I'm not sure why mine's not displaying it, but up here where you click on home, you should see a team leader dashboard subsection. Once you click that, it will lead you to the team leader dashboard screen, similar to what I'm looking at on the right hand side here. And if you're a group leader, which most of you, I've checked your accounts are, but if for some reason you see that you're not as of this morning or today, reach out. I can always take a look. But this is what you should see in the sense of you being a group leader. Now, if I wanted to add new team members, whether that's a team agent who just joined my team today, last week, last month, etc., or team staff member who just joined today, last week, etc., you can either send an invite. So this black and white button here, send invite, you click it, you designate whether they're a team agent or a team staff member, their first name, last name, email, if you want to add a comment to them, anything specific to wanting them to join up here, you do that, and then you click submit. Now, if I believe I have the add member capability, I don't think you guys do, but if you do happen to see it, similar concept, but I believe the send invite trigger here should be able to send them an invite, and then they'll be kind of added down here underneath your name and kind of sequentially to whoever you're inviting. Same concept here with the invited group members. It'll show who you've invited, so it'll keep track of the email that you sent that person. And what I've seen, and something that is easily fixed, is if you've sent the invite to your team member who has the Compass email, but maybe they prefer their Gmail or whatever. For the most part, we recommend Compass emails. It just keeps everything a little bit more orderly and in track. But if you need to resend a new invite, you can do that to their their other email by that same functionality as well. And then if you need to edit group, I think that's just a me feature, but if you see it as well, that should mirror what you see here in terms of this edit button on the right-hand side. And if someone decides, to leave your team or is no longer practicing real estate, etc., whatever the reason may be, you can cancel their account as well. I'm going to click on mine just to show you what it looks like. Fortunately, we have this prompt that pops up, so it's not like you cancel and that it automatically does it. You get the prompt that tells you, hey, if you want to cancel this team member, you can go ahead. But if you just want to remove the team member from your team and they still happen to be part of the program, just reach out to us and we can kind of look into that kind of scenario. Fortunately, it doesn't happen too often because everyone's teams are pretty intact and everyone either stays with their team, or if they decide to leave Compass, it's a little bit easier there to just cancel the account from within the dashboard. But you should see these two icons, the edit and the cancel button as well. And I think that covers it for team dashboards. And this is kind of what the general view of that looks like. And it'll tell you the team leader, the type of bundle you have, the membership level, whether you're a group leader. Obviously, if you're a team leader, that's more than likely the case. The only caveat there is if, let's say, you're a team leader who has a co-principal on your team, the system, or this, better yet, the CSC platform will only allow us to designate one person as a group leader. That doesn't mean that your membership type won't be a team leader membership type. It just means that only one person is, in essence, the group leader, but your capabilities both should remain the same. It's just that that's just the only visual cue that we have to let us know, like, oh, like I'm the group leader, but I also have a a co-principal as well, but they'll have the same member type as myself. It just so happens that I'm just the only person designated as the group leader at the moment. Again, that could change in the future if, we work with our dev team to allow multiple group leaders, but again, that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, that should take into
I'm a
account
Trader Joe's.
this part of the platform for the sake of today.
Peter has a question. He can't see end to end in his account.
Gotcha. Let me see.
Tanya, did you find the team account and all these features?
Yes, I don't think I have the end to end either.
Huh, okay. Take a look. Yeah, I'm just
Her son will look on his end.
looking on the side at the moment. Let me.
Does anyone else have any questions? We'll get your access all squared away. Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Hey, Therese. So have you logged into our platform? You have access and everything else.
Yep.
All right, good. And everyone sees end to end in theirs as well.
Yeah, Tanya, I think if you're still there. Yeah, I do see end to end when I'm impersonating your account here. Are you looking within the my coaching content?
Actually, hold on. Can we let her share her screen? I think that'll just be easier. You cool with that,
Oh,
Tanya?
I see it now. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong place. End to end selling the system and the tools. I see it
Yep.
here.
Exactly. Yep. End to end selling the system, end to end colon the tools as well. Yep.
Ethan, you look like you're in the witness protection program. Take a look. Everyone get a good laugh.
Yes, the lighting. I should
I know,
should
it's
move.
fun. I love it when people do that. It's like, this is great. All right, so Peter Diaz needs end to end too.
Let me see.
So Tanya, you can add all your team members as well.
But aren't they already added in here?
They could or could not be. I don't know.
Yep, exactly. So what I've seen for the most part is everyone has team members that they've like recently in the past have submitted. But I know people are growing their teams or changing their teams. So if you notice that someone is missing, or maybe you added someone new, let's say last week, and obviously they just joined, yeah, feel free to reach out. I can always see if we just got your request and maybe didn't process it correctly, or maybe we did and it hasn't been displayed on the platform. But we can always figure that out separately on a team by team basis, or person by person, especially if you're also wanting to update your current team and maybe someone left last month or whatever, we can always figure that out as well.
And if you let somebody go, you could eliminate their access in real time. I have to give you both sides of the coin.
Yep, exactly, by the cancel button that we saw.
Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns? Tanya, there's like a treasure trove of stuff in there. So look for you, I would say look for the keys to effective partnership and the communication plan. That'll work really well for your clients.
Okay.
Same thing for you, Ethan. Ben, I know uses both of those already. Michelle, I know you're an avid user as well. And some of you have meetings, so take a look. And if you're just starting off, everyone should just start off in the end-to-end and just learn the 7 keys to effective conversations in the Med C. That's the easiest way to start and really get better at pitching. Look, if anyone else doesn't have any questions, Herson has posted the email. We'll stay on for a couple more minutes. If not, like stick some time back in your day, be productive. And we appreciate you all for taking your time to be here. If you ever have questions, just email us. And if we have to get on the phone, we have to get on the phone, whatever it is. The most important thing is that you're able to find everything in here and actually use it.
Yeah, just to add to what Chirag just said too, like if you're experiencing any kind of issue with the platform itself and it's not something that, I see on my side, but you see on your side, we can always set up a Calendly meeting, Google Meet Calendly meeting with myself, and we can just troubleshoot that way directly. Sometimes it's just easy just to see what exactly you're seeing, because it may not be something that I see on my side, whether that's because of my permissionings, or maybe that's something that's just related to the computer that you're on, etc., the browser. So yeah, we can always set up a separate Calendly meeting as well.
Yep.
I have a question just because I feel like an idiot and can't find anything on here.
You want to just share your screen so it's easier?
I can, sure, but if you could also just point me in the right direction, where are the 2 things that you just suggested I look at?
All right, so let's share screens.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah,
Or
can
your
you?
I can. Hold on. Oh, it's disabled, the screen sharing.
First one, can you make her a co-host?
Feels so important.
Yeah. I'll do anything not to be the host on the Zoom meetings. I want to be a participant some days. Oh, you're good to go now.
Okay. So where
Okay, so the 7 keys to effective conversation you see under pre-qualifying.
okay.
So hit view. And then if you just keep scrolling down, it's you can start with these topics and they're all in here.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
And then the other
Alright.
one?
And the Med C, how to pre-qualify sellers, is right underneath there.
This one?
Yep. So view. Just keeps, you can hit the Med C one, they'll probably just bring you down. There you go. So if you see everything, if you scroll up, everything in the beginning, it is in, it's like almost like hyperlinks, right? So when you click it, it'll jump down the page.
Right. But there was one you said about effective partnerships, Joe.
Oh, the 7 keys to effective, I mean the 7 keys, the keys to effective partnership. Herson, where's that one under? If you go back, hold on. Go back again to the beginning one. All right. Before the pitch, deliver the pitch.
Yeah, I think that particular piece of content is part of end-to-end and also playbook,
They're in end to end. Hold on a second. I'm
but it
going.
should be part of end-to-end primarily. Yeah.
Wait 1 second. That's like a very specific thing, so it's not. If you actually go to your home and you type in keys to an effective partnership, there's a whole bunch of videos. So you'll want to watch some of the videos. So you see all the stuff just comes up here.
Yeah.
And we have a Compass branded deliverable here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want me to stop sharing now?
If you have more questions, we're happy to tour you around.
Good.
Does anyone else have any other questions? Use the search feature, play around with it. There is so much stuff in here. It's kind of crazy. And so we're working on cataloging this stuff in a way that makes it easier to use and that you can find it through a highlight page. That's one of the things that we'll roll out probably within the next 30 days, where there'll be a highlight page, buyers, sellers, lead gen, scripts, email templates. You can click it and they'll just be what we believe are the 3 best options underneath each one. Questions, comments, concerns? I feel like an auctioneer, right? Going once, going twice.
I got a question for you, Craig.
All right, good. Keep it going.
Yeah. So introduce myself. I'm Tucker. I'm new to Ethan's team and kind of new to real estate. And I was wondering there's a lot of information here to take in and a lot to digest, especially as quick as possible. So kind of being a newbie, where do you think I should really focus my energy in this platform?
The meds, I would type in med C in the beginning and it's 7 keys to effective conversations. And I would watch those videos and those 2 principles will guide everything that you do.
Med C.
Yep. Look, I say this all the time. The problem that causes everyone's problems in real estate is the absolute denial that they're salespeople. Like you sell things and get paid money, you're a salesperson. And in a sale, especially with all these changes through NAR, the Department of Justice, it's really simple. People want to know clearly, concisely, and quantifiably what do you do in exchange for the compensation they pay you. So by knowing how to guide these conversations, and our method is simple. It's asking people great questions so you can give them exactly what they want.
Totally.
Everyone has an idea of an experience, type of experience they want to have when they go somewhere. So when someone's buying a home or selling their home, I'll give you an example. If you're working with a buyer, right? How many of you feel that buyers can find a lot of information on their own? Everybody, except Tanya. I'm just picking on you today. You know what the reality is? So a good question to ask a buyer is, in partnering with an agent to purchase a home, what are you looking for that an agent can do that you feel that you can't on your own? Right? You're just asking someone like, what are you looking for in an agent that you feel you can't do on your own? What services, what type of experiences? You could play around with the question, but it's identifying the objection up front. Well, I think I could do this on my own. Great, but if you were working with an agent, what are you looking for in an agent that you feel that you can't do on your own? And they're going to tell you.
Totally.
So a lot of this is just asking the right questions. And so learning how to do that. If I'm a newbie right now and I was an agent, I got my license in 2006. So I sold real estate for almost like 2006, 12, 13 years. If I had to start all over again, I'd be spending 30 minutes a day practicing these conversations and pre-qualifying, because you're quickly seeing this is going to get more and more into a skill market, right? Like some of your team leaders and everyone else, they've already put in the, years of work to build a network and have clients and a good referral base. But everyone, I believe, will be challenged in this at some point as they start squeezing compensation. Not to scare you, but it's an opportunity, because when you see something that everyone's moving away from and fearful of because it's new, it's time to embrace it. It's like when online leads came out. There are a lot of great agents who are like, no one's going to go find a home online and work with a stranger. Well, it was true. And attend our playbook sessions twice a week, right? Just go there, start becoming part of the conversation. We don't have a ton of agents in your specific market and these group programs. I would just start meeting people, going into accountability groups, like just get connected and start having conversations.
Totally.
Show up early, stay late, and just work.
Love it.
And that's what I got for you.
Cool.
All right, we go to my auction again, going once, twice, sold. Thank you so much. As always, with love in my heart, I love you all. Listen, the world needs more humans, right? So just try to be more human as much as you can. It's unspeakable as to what's going on in the world today. So, I stand with Israel. I support everyone in that community and everything they're going through. So, you're all in my thoughts, my prayers, and just realize that, two wrongs don't make a right. And no one wishes this upon any person, child, parent, elderly, kid. So, be really grateful for what you have, embrace every opportunity you have, and just go all in on yourself. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.